had a huge fight, Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. What were your thoughts on Terence Crawford moving up in weight in his performance?
He looked fantastic. He looked dominant. Yes, he got hit, but what do we want? Do you want a fighter not to get hit? I mean, it's part of the game. I thought he won in every single facet. You know, I thought he changed the dynamic of Madrimov. I didn't think that was the same Madrimov that I saw when I watched him in 3 other fights. Madrimov fought a very reserved and calm and patient fight. That's not Madrimov. Madrimov, to me, being the champion, being the bigger man, you know, being the more dominant man, he didn't behave like he was a dominant man in there. So that's basically, I'm paying homage to what Crawford was able to do, his skill set and what he brings inside the ring, because somebody got to stop you from being yourself, and that was Terence Crawford. So I thought he put on a hell of a performance. Yeah, he did get hit, but again, I tell you fans out there, you get mad at Shakur for being very defensive and not getting hit.
I know.
And then you complain and say, oh, he ain't the best, he ain't this and that because he got hit with a couple of right hands, and now you change your outlook? Come on.
Like, it's always
tripping.
not.
Look, if Crawford would have went in there and blew him out the water, guess what the narrative would have been? The dude only got 11 fights. He trash. This, that, third. You can't win. But Crawford keeps winning.
Yeah, he does.
And people won't give him his flowers now, but trust me, when he exits the game, that's when he's going to get his flowers.
Why do you think that is, though? I don't understand that, because ever since I came in this sport, I've seen it like so heavily, what you just said.
Because fans want to be right, and that's just it. It's just human nature. We all want to be right. You know, we all want to, be by the cooler on Sunday and saying, I told you he was whack. I told you, hey, boy, Madrimov had him. He had him hurt. He hit him with the right hand. Crawford ain't that good. All this. So, like, people just want to be right. That's just it. It's the nature. They 1 minute they own you and the next minute they off you. You're only good as your last fight. It's just the nature of the sport. It's just how it is. So, like, it's different than any other sport. Like, it's crazy to me because, like, other sports, they can say we're not gonna win today, and they can pack it up. They got 12 minutes left on the clock or 5 minutes left on the clock, and then all the starters are out, and they got the other guys in it. No, you can't do that in boxing. Oh well, we'll win on Saturday because we playing Chicago or we playing OKC or we'll win on Saturday because we have to. You can't do that. Boxing, it's fight by fight, fight by fight. You win, you got to be a winner. You got to win. And the more you win, the more people will definitely trust in you and believe in you. However, you're going to have those critics out there that just don't like you. It don't matter what you do, they're not going to like you. So I would say to anybody that's out there, man, that's dealing with the critics, man, take it with a grain of salt. You can learn from some of it, but at the same time, just keep pushing and keep winning.
I know there's been a lot of talk about the Canelo Crawford, but do you think that Terence Crawford could beat Canelo at 168?
I don't know, but I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Me too.
I don't know what the fuss is about. Crawford ain't no damn Jamel Charlo. He ain't none of them guys. Crawford's a different animal. This dude's number 1 pound for pound, whether you have him on his list or not. Like, he's one of the top dogs in the game. He traveled up 4 weight classes, got the job done. A couple more weight classes. Yeah, it sounds crazy. It's never been done in boxing, but I think anything is possible. He's just a guy. It's a guy. He wants that challenge, and why not? Why not Canelo? He knocks him out. He knocks him out. That's just what it is. What it is at the end of the day. But I still want to see it, and I don't think Canelo knocks out Terence Crawford. I don't see it.
And what about Teofimo Lopez? I know he's also been calling out Crawford. A lot of people have been calling out Crawford.
Yeah, because Crawford's the top dog. Canelo not calling out Crawford. Canelo's just doing what he wants to do. He's at the twilight of his career. He's just taking advantage of his celebrity. It doesn't matter what Canelo does. He's going to sell no matter what. He is going up against UFC, which I think is crazy, the same night as Canelo. So we'll see what happens there. But for the most part, everybody wants Crawford because he's the number 1 guy. Teofimo Lopez is the type of guy, he just shoots for the stars.
Yeah.
He fights to the level, not only of his competition, but the level of the event, the fighter. So you put Teofimo and Lopez in the ring with a mediocre fighter, then you're going to get a mediocre performance. But you put him in the ring with a Josh Taylor, When everything's on the line, he gonna show up and he gonna show out. When you put him in the ring with a Lomachenko, he gonna turn up and he gonna show out. Teofimo Lopez is a very, very talented fighter, and it takes the right fight to bring the best out of him. Some fighters are built that way. You know, he's that type of guy. So he'll rise his level to the level of his competition and the actual event itself. So Crawford is that guy that moves the needle for him. So, you know, it pushes the needle for him, and it will make him better, even better. And he believes, because Teofimo Lopez is a predator. He a fucking predator. Excuse my French, but he's a predator. He sits back in the cut, and he just sits back just lurking, and he's looking for one to, ooh, yeah, you look ripe, you know. And he sees certain things. He thinks he sees certain things. Terence Crawford is an animal, you know. The dude is an animal his damn self. So, but I wouldn't mind seeing that fight either.
You got Crawford winning that fight at 147?
Yeah, not at 47, nah. See, look. Crawford's in control. Crawford is the A side. Crawford is one of the baddest men on the planet. So it's what he says it goes.
Whatever weight he wants.
54. Why would he go down? Why would he go down to 47? I mean, he just fought at 54. No, you want to see me? You meet me at 54. Boots, you want to see me? You meet me at 54. If nothing else materialized, but see, Crawford's after. He's after. Look, a Boots fight. I think the fans want to see it.
Yeah.
The public will want to see that fight. But it doesn't do anything for his legacy right now. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I should say that, but I might have to retract that. But I'm just saying, like, let's go back when you had, who was it? Bernard Hopkins when he faced against Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor wasn't well known. He wasn't well known when he faced him. You know, Hopkins was the champ. Jermaine Taylor was barking up that tree, and then he ended up getting the fight. And then he ended up beating Hopkins.
Those are always the crazy.
You know what I mean? He ended up beating Hopkins. But I'm just saying, I'm not trying to compare Boots and anything, but I'm just trying to say, like, you know, you never know. Boots is a very talented guy. He hasn't stepped up yet and faced anybody on the Terence Crawford level, but I wouldn't mind seeing it because his skill set tells me that he can hang, that he can be in that fight. His skill set tells me that. Now, Crawford, going back to Crawford in history, Crawford wants to make history.
He does.
So he's already won those titles that Boots has at 47. You know, he's going to be at 154. You got, you know, Tim Tszyu fighting tomorrow. You got Virgil Ortiz fighting tomorrow. You got the guy he's facing. I forget his name.
Bohachuk.
Yeah, Bohachuk. And you got you got the other kid, the Tower Inferno.
Sebastian.
See, so all those guys, like, he can face those guys. He beats those guys, and he becomes undisputed at 154. And look,
that would be
3 divisions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's after. He's after that. And if Crawford wants to get a little bit more froggy with it, go up to 160.
Oh.
Go see your guy Carlos Adames, one of your old sparring partners. Why don't you get in the ring with Carlos Adames? Make that happen. See? So then now you go 54. Okay, I'm gonna go up to 60, face Carlos Adames, and then maybe that'll entice Canelo and say, hey, next division, I'm going up.
That would be insane.
168. We're going to go. I'm going to come at you. I'm coming for you, Canelo. So, I mean, there's ways, but I don't know how much left Crawford has in the tank. Mm-hmm. It's up to him at the end of the day. He's looking for the biggest paydays, similar to Canelo. But the only difference is Crawford is looking for bigger fish to fry. Canelo is looking for fish that's already been fried already. Fish that already been fried. I mean, come on. You know, no offense. I like the guy Berlanga, but bro, like, you know, congratulations, Berlanga. You hit the lotto, man, for real. Look, bro, it's a fight that you can't resist. I get it. I understand. But I just think from just a skill standpoint, where he's at in his career right now, I just think Canelo's gonna be too much. That's just it. He's gonna be too much for him. I mean, he gonna get paid to get his ass whooped.
So you agree with what Turki said then? If ever since Bivol, he's only been facing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's only been facing guys that he knows he can pick on. However, I'm gonna give him credit for Munguia. Munguia was a dangerous guy on his way up.
Yeah.
Again, young guy. You know, but he worked his way toward to get this position. So that was a hell of a fight. That I think it was a good fight for Canelo Munguia, because everybody wanted to see him against a younger fighter, and he did what he did against Munguia, tore his ass up, and he gonna do the same thing to Berlanga. He gonna tear his ass up. He's a younger guy, but don't have the experience. I believe. I don't think that Berlanga can beat a Munguia. I don't think he can beat Munguia. I just don't. And it's no shade. It's just like skill for skill. When I'm hearing Munguia yell about my IQ is better, you kidding me? You better stop. Bro, you got a puncher's chance. And Canelo got a granite chin, and you better hope that chin isn't as great as it's been in the past, and you land something and knock him on his behind, because I'm telling you, Canelo's going to use him as an example, and he's going to abuse him in the fight, and he ain't going to show no kind of mercy on Berlanga. So Berlanga better be ready. He getting paid for an ass whooping.
Will you be at that fight?
Nah.
No, I won't be at that fight either.
I'll be watching on film.
Me too.
I'll be watching it on the TV.
Me too.
But I can tell you this. They selling the hell out of that fight, boy. Canelo, that bow, 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 bow. I was like, what? I'm like, damn, Canelo, what you doing, bro?
Was that not hilarious?
Oh my God, that meme finna go around for years.
I went to the bathroom for 1 second, walk in and see that video. What did I miss?
Like, damn. Said Canelo ain't playing. I was like, wow, that was funny. This Canelo, the English-speaking Canelo.
Oh, he's a
riot.
That's so funny. He's so
a riot.
funny with what he says.
He's selling the fight. Berlanga's doing what he can do. He's stirring the pot. And I think this is gonna bring a lot of eyes. There's gonna be a lot of eyes to that fight. Whether people don't want to buy it or not, people gonna want to see the fight, man. Yeah, especially after that type of promotion.